Most real estate agencies will happily take your money, give you fake rankings, and ghost you before Google even indexes your blog post. And the worst part, you won't even realize it until you've wasted 6 months and 20K. If you're about to hire a real estate SEO agency, this video might save your entire marketing budget and your sanity. Real estate SEO isn't about writing a blog post about homes for sale in Austin and submitting it to Google Search Console. It's trench warfare with Zillow, Redfin, and every VC-backed aggregator throwing their elbows into the search results. We've been behind the scenes on SEO fails where agents rank for content that no one converts on, links that have absolutely no topical relevance, and reports showing screenshots with no strategy. This is your real estate SEO survival kit, and what we'll cover is what makes real estate SEO radically different. When to go agency versus in-house, how to dodge the spammy link vendors, what contract terms to protect you, how to get actual links that build trust and rankings. And if you haven't watched our SEO for real estate breakdown, cue that next, because strategy first, agency second. Let's dig into how we win in real estate SEO without getting ghosted by rankings or your agency. Doing generic SEO for real estate is like trying to sell a $2 million home using flyer drops and hope. You might get calls, but not from buyers. Real estate SEO is uniquely brutal. AI overviews are stealing the clicks, local packs are swamped with ads, and Google is playing Monopoly with Zillow as the landlord. You're not just optimizing pages, you're building trust signals across a funnel, across search, maps, and intent stages. The content that works matches buyer journeys, top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel. It includes visuals, walkthroughs, and trust triggers. It answers hyper-local questions with precision, written by experts, not admin. The agency that gets this is rare. The one that doesn't is a very expensive mistake. Here's the thing, SEO isn't just content. Winning in real estate means technical SEO that gets you in the map pack, funnel-aligned content that captures leads, local SEO that dominates near-me queries, semantic backlinks that Google actually trusts, and trying to hire one person to do it all, it's like hiring one contractor to build a condo tower. Sure, they'll try, but your rankings will collapse before the drywall even goes up. And what does in-house mean? In-house means 3 to 5 hires minimum, strategist, dev, support, content, link building, 1 to 2K a month in tools, constantly begging the devs. When an agency makes more sense, you want to outrank Zillow locally, you need real estate specific backlink velocity, and you want strategy and execution aligned out of the box. You value speed, scalability, not managing 5 SEO freelancers on Slack. But not all agencies are built for real estate. And that's why this next part matters most. If you want us to install this entire SEO system onto your real estate site, strategy, backlinks, content, there's a link below to book a call. Let's kill the myth. A good agency isn't just pasting keywords into ChatGPT and hoping for the best. They're operating across technical SEO, schema markup, core web vitals, indexing, real tech fixes, not just some Wix wizardry. Keyword strategy, which is geo-modified, funnel aligned, and based on intent, not the vanity of volume. The content, guides, calculators, market breakdowns, and even testimonials that convert. This is a really important part of this process. And then the link building, it really comes down to link building. This is the secret part of it all, because most SEO agencies don't have this in-house and don't specialize in real estate links. And we're looking at local links in your niche, in your location, editorial links, everything that's real estate specific, not some random crypto and finance blogs pretending to do a bit of real estate stuff. We're not talking about vanity metrics like the amount of traffic you have to the page. This isn't relevant. What is relevant is what is ranking at the bottom of the funnel that gives you calls and conversions. So ask any agency who writes your content, who builds the links. Send me the last month of links that you've actually built for a specific client in our niche, right? And if they ghost or deflect, then ghost them first. That's the trick here. Zoom calls are easy. Proposals are pretty. But can they actually move the rankings for homes with a pool under 500K in Charlotte? And here's your no BS evaluation checklist. Step 1, set goals. Firstly, don't sign a retainer or anything like that. Just do a 3-month project, right? Like just do 90 days and set a goal within 90 days, like a realistic goal with that agency. This is what we do, okay? So we don't actually do retainers and things like that. We do a 3-month project, show and validate the work that we do actually gets results, and then we move on to the next phase. So this is how I suggest you move to this agency or whichever agency you plan on using. And so in step 2, you need to ask the hard questions. Like, ask them have they ranked specifically keyword-based, city-based neighborhood content before, and to show it to you. And what is the strategy that they have on AI overviews and zero-click searches? And how do you tie in keyword wins and lead gen? Once you've figured that part out, it's important to speak to about 3 to 5 agencies and use one proposal to vet another. Compare the links that they've built, not the strategy, the actual links that they've built, the timelines, the structure. And honestly, if we're doing a big pitch and a big proposal, what we end up doing is, let's say it's 10K a month as a proposal amount. We'll sit there and say, we don't want 10K, we only want 3K, and give 3K to 2 other agencies, give us a couple pages to work on, let us work for 3 months and see who wins that. And whoever wins that is the agency you should be working with. And we're super confident in this process. It's the most no bullshit way to do this process. And that's the way you should do it. The problem is if you've got a smaller retainer, you can't move the needle as much. So it's only with larger retainers you can actually do that. But this is honestly the best hack that you've got out there to find the right agency for you. And then for the last step, step 4, it's a gut check, right? All pitch, no substance, just walk, what are they really doing? Most SEO agencies are slick salesperson with a slick discovery call and a slick pitch deck, gets sold by someone who doesn't even know SEO. Then you go into a campaign manager, and that campaign manager manages between 30 to 50 accounts. I shit you not. And then they outsource all the work to the Philippines. This is the reality. This is how most agencies work, especially in the SEO space, in the real estate space, because it's easy to target real estate agencies and just kind of have a funnel around that. And that's how they do business. And this is not what you need. You need quality, detail, bespoke, and realistically high quality links. And most agencies can't offer that for you. The real money pit is backlinks. That's the reality. That's the hardest thing to do these days. That's what costs the most money. It's the most labor intensive. If you're focusing just on high DR as a thing, or just website traffic and no relevancy with what you're doing, you'll never win. You'll never win against us. It's very, very simple, because what we do, we use something called coastline similarity and semantic backlinking. And this is what Google is looking for. They're looking for clusters of information. This is why Zwillow and these big companies win, because they're doing this process. And we've worked with some of these big companies before, so we understand the process they use, and they spend a lot of money on backlinks. So it's important that you pick the right backlinks, and it's not guest posting. Guest posting died a long time ago. Please watch my videos on that. You need high quality, relevant backlinks that are actually ranking for the keywords that you want to rank for. It's really that simple. Right, so you've made it this far in the video. Okay guys, now let's do the cheat sheet, right? So generic SEO equals being on page 5. You need to have funnel-based content that generates leads. You need local SEO with relevant local backlinks, and also real estate relevant backlinks as well. And that will push everything up and give you these map pack wins, right? It needs to be a real estate specific strategy, and that's going to get you the ROI. That's the important part. And that's where so many agencies go wrong. So this isn't about writing a whole bunch of blog posts and hoping that you're going to get found and, bump above Redfin or Zwillow. It's not about that at all. It's about creating a hyper localized page, listing page that is a lead magnet, and it creates a funnel, and it looks more personalized and more understanding than you're going to get from Redfin and Zillow. That's what's going to give you the edge. That's what's going to make you bump above them, because they've just got the McDonald's kind of franchise version. So basically your brand becomes the default and your SEO is kind of your brand in a way, if that makes sense. Because when people see there and they go on the page, they see the listing, they understand what's going on, they can see that you're localized, and that's going to make you beat the big guys. If this feels like it's like a second job, it's because it is. It's probably a second, third, fourth, and fifth job, just to be honest, right? The reality is we've deployed this exact strategy across many real estate websites. So if you're ready to stop wasting budget on fluff, click below, book a call, and let's make your SEO actually work. And if you want to evaluate backlink vendors like a pro, then watch our video on how to vet link providers without getting penalized. Because bad links don't just hurt, they leave a bad mark.